Hello, everyone. Corey here, coming in to do the year-end energy update. This one's going to be for Gemini. I'm recording all of the zodiac signs from for the end of the year. So from September all the way until the end of December, and then 2025's energy updates will be coming out as well. But I thought I would do this one to kind of give you a bit of an extension or an update on the 2024 energy updates, which are still available. They're on YouTube. They're all under a playlist of the 2024 energy updates for each zodiac sign. They have their own playlist. So go check out your sign, go check out the whole yearly and see where you are. See if there's things that resonates with you, if nothing's resonating with you, but it is a collective. This is not to replace any medical psychological advice you've ever been given, but this is a read on this energy that we have. So Geminis, you're in third place. You're the third one that I am recording. And so today there's been a lot of resistance in being able to sit still and get it done. So there's a lot of like the busy, anxious kind of energy that is around the Gemini. I feel as if you are trying to complete things at this point in the year, trying to get things done. And when we have to rely on other people to do their part and they're not doing their part, it influences and affects us, right? And so you as a Gemini, you are running into those type of obstacles where you're ready to move forward, you're ready to get things done, but there's some areas of your life that depends on others, or you're waiting for something to come in. So there's a kind of like, let's just get this done, let's just clear things up, but it's not all getting cleared up. Things are not getting fully done. You may not see it fully unfold until 2025. There could be some real still challenges in getting cooperation. So if we're waiting for even the universe to cooperate, you're waiting for the alignment of the sun, moon, and stars, right? You're waiting for everything to cooperate. Is sometimes, you're here to learn patience. And because you're here to learn patience and be in here to learn about patience, is that you're also here to learn that power of being able to wait until the time is right. That it can be better than you could ever imagine, or what is there may have other things that will reveal itself, or it may not be as difficult as it would have been if you had have gotten things done right now. So there is probably some whys to why things are not unfolding the way you would like for them to unfold, or as fast as you would like for them to unfold. There's something that's just saying, like, really take that good look, really look deeper, really have some patience. But your reality is real, and there is some real reality stories that's happening in your journey right now that's just saying, I don't really like this. I don't like how this is going. This is not working for me. What else do I need to do? What else can I do? Nothing. I feel like in some areas, nothing. Other times is really revisit, and really look at what's in front of you. What's in front of you. And is what's in front of you really, truly what makes you happy? Is it what you want? Is it what you need? Is it what works for you? So there is something of that. And that seems to be a predominant thing. There feels like there is some obstacles standing in the way of plans that you really want to implement for some of my Gemini. And there will be clarity and clearing of that energy. It's just going to take a little bit more time, and it's not the exact right time for everything to work out that way. But in the meantime, it doesn't mean you stop living your life. It doesn't mean you stop doing the things that you love. It means that you keep going, keep doing. There's other things that can be done. It is very easy for Gemini to get laser focused on something and not and neglect other things. So don't neglect. So it's really important that you do not neglect the other things in your life, not to get so laser focused that it becomes like an obsession and you can't see the other projects, or you can't see the other people involved, or you can't see the blessings or the good things that you already have around you that do already exist in your world and in your life, because there's a lot of them. There is also some cantankerous, contrary is the word I'm going to use. Cantankerous, contrary energy. And in Newfoundland, we call it contrary. So that's crabby, cranky. But there is that energy that is, and I feel like it's influenced through the beginning of November. And it does goes back to the patient story, right? Back to the patient story. But I am seeing it as being a real sense of you not being able to fully kind of get your breath, collect your breath, like really get your breath. If there's a busyness, if there's like you have some of you either will have too much on your plate, too much going on, or too many things that are distracting you, that you need to really start to clear things up and clear things out. If you are a business owner, there's a possibility of a possible sale or a possibility of an offer or a partnership offer or a contract. I'm seeing contracts coming in. I'm seeing an opportunity to probably even sell. Maybe it's something that you've been trying to pitch, like you've been pitching something or wanting to pitch something. And it feels as if this end of season, like where we are right now, all the way into November, is such a good time for you to really pitch something, because it feels like there is a take off energy that is really truly just powering up, and it's powering up to really take place in the beginning of January, I want to say beginning of 2025 is interesting, and beginning of January came out. So for some of you, you're going to see things really truly come to fruition in the beginning of January. It's like the very beginning of the year. It's going to be a change. It's going to be some sort of, it could be a takeover. You may also have some takeover energy, something being taken over, something being you either taken over or somebody else taken over, something that you've been hoping to kind of move on from. Rest. I feel like for Gemini, it's hard, but you really need some rest. I am picking up some heart things around the Gemini energy as well. Interesting. What am I getting? I'm seeing cardiac, and I keep hearing coronary, and so I do feel as if this is something about either blocked arteries or maybe, kind of getting that heads up, that warning in the heart that, you need to really focus on taking care of yourself. Possible, and of course I'm no doctor, so I'm not here to diagnose anyone, but there is I just keep seeing the flow through a heart. And I keep getting taken care, like really taking care of the heart, taking care of what matters to the heart, the heart of the matter, what really matters. Take care of what really matters. Really take care of what really matters. That's what I keep getting. Really take care of what really matters. What's important. So, it's time to really sit down. If you're at that stage in life of where you really feel like it's time to get things in order, is really truly get things in order so people know what to do when you have other things that come up, that you need somebody else to be your voice. So if you need someone else to speak for you, if you need someone else to help you with something, if you need someone else to guide, just having things in order is what I'm being told. Put things in and putting things in perspective. So I am picking up something tied around the heart, as I said. Health is a priority. I just hear, don't wait until the new year to make a resolution. That's what I keep getting for Gemini. Do not wait until you have to wait until the new year comes before you start to put your health as a priority. It's very important that you start putting your heart as a priority now. So your health as a priority right now. And all areas of health, all areas. That's financial, that's physical, that's mental, that's spiritual. Health embodies everything about who we are. So if this is, more on a spiritual basis, then really truly begin to weed out the things that are not spiritually serving, that are not serving your spirit, that are things that weigh you down, and begin to do and take things that are lighter, lighthearted, not so serious, but can be fun. There's only so much time that you can spend learning about yourself until finally you just simply got to be yourself. And sometimes we're so trying to perfect something instead of accept something. So I feel like for Gemini, it's really time to stop trying to perfect or trying to change aspects of yourself but really a sense of acceptance, that coming home to self, being here in the here and now with you, with your soul. And so I feel like you're moving really into a time of where you may be beginning a real soul journey. This may be the beginning of some sort of dark night of the soul journey you may have to walk through, or the beginning of like a hero's journey. But it's really coming up that sense of having to really put into focus what matters and what matters to you. Now I'm getting a shoulder as well. So I don't know if some of you have, if someone out here in this collective energy of Gemini has either a shoulder issue or will be having shoulder issues. But I feel like I got the weight, but I also get like some sort of disconnection in the shoulder, and having to either get some shoulder repair or some sort of fall. I don't know what this is, but it is shoulder, and I get in the shoulder and I get it right in the cuff, right? So it's like there's just something that's in here that it could be like a frozen shoulder. It could be anything like that, but there's something tied to the shoulder that is also coming up. So your your physical body is speaking to you, and your physical body is just saying, like, you have to care for these things. You have to take care of these things within yourself and in your body. A cake. I keep seeing a cake, Gemini, and I keep smelling a cake. Like, so I don't know, and it's not your birthday. We're not in your birthday season at all. Having your cake and eat it too. Having your cake and eating it too. Can't have your cake and eat it too, right? So maybe you can have your cake and you can eat it too. That's kind of what I'm getting, is a sense of you can't have your cake and eat it too. So it's like you got choices to make. So for Gemini, there's going to be choices for you to make, and sometimes it's so easy to take what appears to be the best, that thing that is the temptation. So there's always the temptation, is because it promises nothing but the best. This is going to be the best for you. This is going to work out the best. This is so perfect for you. Look what we got. So it just feels like it's like selling your soul is what I pick up. It's that opportunity to be able to sell your soul for easy access or easy gains, or a faster way. But we're being told that that's not your journey, that you have to really truly put things into perspective and into focus, into what do I need to do. And it's not about taking the easy road. It's about taking something that it's about taking the journey that leads to permanent change and permanent happiness and permanent satisfaction. So you're not chasing any of the temporary fulfillments or temporary happiness. Really truly being honest with yourself and just saying, what would happen if I put the work in? What would happen if I focused on all of what really truly is important in my life? And what's really important in my life, I sometimes, maybe you got to sit down and put that in notes, because it's easy for us to say the things that should be automatic, but the things that are not automatic, the things that sometimes are the things that you feel guilty for saying are important to you, but they are important to you, but you feel that guilt for choosing you. There's a time of when you have to choose you. And this is a time of when you really are going to have to choose you. And so there is, I don't know, there's something in that void for my Geminis. Now, for some of my Geminis, there's some obstacles in marriage as well. For my married Geminis, obstacles. It don't mean divorces. It means obstacles. So it means that there is some sort of battle in decisions, or some sort of like unknown, and you just kind of can't come together fully on an answer. And sometimes we need a third party. So instead of battling back and forth on something, sometimes you got to step out and away from it and really truly get some sort of advice or opinions that lead you to make the right decision. So it could be that you're building a home. It could be that you want to sell, that you're at the point of where you want to have a change in life. You could be at that point where you're close to retirement and one wants to downsize and the other one doesn't. And sometimes you just got to go out and get a second opinion. And that really truly is because your body is telling you one thing in your mind, but you got two bodies involved, right? There's two bodies involved. There's two minds involved, and the two just are not on the exact same page. And you may be on the same page in what you want, but timing and the way you go about things may be very different. So sometimes that outer, that mediator, that person, either a financial advisor, somebody who can really guide you into into being able to finally make your own decisions together instead of apart, may be what you need. So you don't let things pull you apart, and you don't have resentment towards each other for choices and decisions that do need to be made. That you make your decisions together, you make them as a team, you put your heads together, and you do what needs to be done as a team. And that's really truly going to help. And that could be in dealing with your children as well. Could be in dealing with your children, not, one parent hiding, running around, keeping all the secrets, and not involving the other parent is not healthy. No matter what, it is not healthy. There has to be that sense of balance, or a child emotionally manipulating a parent. That's, not healthy, not healthy. So I do feel like there is these friction energies that are coming up that are challenging the relationships, challenging the partnerships, whatever that may be, but it's challenging. Now we also have, for my singles, I want to go to my singles for a moment. I feel like for my singles, everything feels so stagnant and robotic around you. It's almost as if everyone around you is saying the same thing, repeating the same stories, and you're not really hearing anything fresh or new. And what you're looking for in partnership is a sense of freshness, a sense of a renewed energy, a sense of enthusiasm and excitement. And don't settle for the mundane. Don't settle for anything less than what your heart is calling for you to wait upon. Don't rush something just to have somebody in your life. Don't accept something that has a bunch of orange and red flags and maybe one green flag, right? It's, you really want to wait for more green flags than anything else. And so if it doesn't have that oomph, then it's probably not for you. But if it's the oomph that's coming from the unhealthy sense of self and the program part of yourself and what you're looking for, you may find yourself being caught in another trap. And so for some of my Gemini, I do feel like you are really going through an ego death, or you will be going through an ego death coming up this year. You and Cancers are very much in ego death energy. I don't know how that will unfold throughout the year, but you're in an ego death and a transition and a change as you move forward, as it's projecting forward. And yeah, and it's still, like I said, there's still lots of really good things happening as well. And so in that sense of satisfaction, a sense of satisfaction and happiness, I do feel there is a contentment and a place for you to really truly lay your head, to place your hat and lay your head. And so there's something of coming home to yourself and being able to be at home with yourself, and to feel that sense of safety, and that you're doing something right. Things may not all be worked out, but it doesn't mean you're not doing things right. Like, things are really working out, and they're working into a new way, a new perspective coming forward. Now, as we move into 2025, we're going into the year of the snake. So your Chinese astrology and your moon sign, your moon is kind of what influences the Chinese astrology. And so if you look at the year of the snake and how it aligns to your year in the Chinese astrology, then you really explain things for you as we are moving forward. Whether or not you align depends on what part of you are, whether you're wood, your air, your water. Like, there's just so many things that influence us. So there is something being prepared and something being ready. That's what I keep getting. Something's being prepared, something's being ready. If you're buying a new vehicle, if you're looking at buying a new vehicle, I highly recommend. No, I don't want to use that word. They are suggesting that this, between now and like the mid of October, is your best time to buy your vehicle. And it doesn't, but if you can't afford it, don't get it. But if you're needing it, if you're looking at it, is that what they're saying is that this is a really good time to buy, it's kind of like, don't wait until 2025 hits to buy it. Kind of buy it between now and the 20th, around the 20th of October. There's some reason for that. I just feel like the energy of it, it feels like the vehicle will be, and it all has to do with the energy coming from the builders as well, right? The people affecting, people that affect the product itself somehow. And so before that period of time would be a good time to buy. And as for housing and those things, I do feel like after the 18th of September would be a good time to look at, if you're looking at buying, is a good time to buy. For some of you, you will be moving into a new house by November the 1st. I do see that happening for some of you. By November the 1st, you're going to be like ready to move, and others will be that mad rush right before Christmas to get moved in right before Christmas type of thing. There's like this mad rush, but I just keep getting, don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to breathe. You need to breathe. And the other thing that's coming up that I keep seeing is be very selective of where you choose to, if you're booking holidays, of where you choose to travel. That where you choose to travel, where you plant your feet, where you're going to be is very important. And why it's important? Why it's important is because your feet pick up the energy, right? And so there's an energy that's coming up through the ground in specific areas. And I don't know why, but I just feel like there's like this sense of, I just get not Jamaica. I don't know what's happening in Jamaica, not Jamaica. Don't, if it's Jamaica you've been looking at, maybe look at somewhere else, or maybe look at going to Jamaica in the new year and not so much in this period of time. And then I feel like it's like specific parts of Mexico, but and Thailand. If you've been planning on going to Thailand, I don't know if there's something weather pattern wise that's coming through those places. And there's something that's, I just feel an eruption of something. So there's Thailand or Jamaica, like those type of places. I don't know why. I don't know what that is, but that's what they're giving me. And I'm just giving what they're giving me. So, and it's not for everybody. Please remember, this is a collective energy. It is not for everyone. It may not be for you at all, but I do feel like the possibility of some sort of storm patterns or storm weather patterns that's coming in that just can kind of take away from the holiday or take away from your being able to have a beautiful experience. And so those places seem to be the ones that are coming up, to be very aware of those areas. And kind of, if you're booking, watch the weather, look at the weather before you book. Check things out. Just check things out. And so for my children, for my Gemini children, I feel like for my Gemini children, they're in a very hard to explain self. So if you have a Gemini child, grandchild who is acting out of character, it's because they are acting out. They are being influenced by the energy that is on the collective energy, the human, the world's collective energy. So they are being affected by this energy. They are absorbing it. They're in it. So be very patient with those children and notice how in tune they are. And that they actually, when there's something that doesn't feel right to them, they know exactly, they may not be able to express it, but they know they're right. There's something not right, and they know they're right in that. Really trust that for them. Don't be pushing those children to do things that they don't feel they want to do, that doesn't suit them. And really sit down and have those conversations, because teaching a little Gemini child to communicate early is very important. But it's really time to be able to, like, you need to slow and catch your breath, Gemini. There's just been, feels like everything has been rushed and panic and go. And just being able to slow down and just catch your breath and just take a deep breather and pay attention to, your health, to your jaw. I get jaw pain again. Pay attention to your jaw, pay attention to any little things within your body that may be requiring you to give attention to yourself, give attention to your body. So the body is a very important part of the end of the year for my Gemini. And that's what I have for you. If you want to know when the personalized forecast readings become available to purchase, go subscribe to my website, and you'll be able to get first notification when they do become available to purchase. Also, if you like these videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you are watching this on any other of my social media accounts, then follow the link, get directly to my YouTube page, and then be able to subscribe and hit the notification button. There is an online program that is coming up on September the 18th, which is the Way of the Mystic. It is one of my masterclass courses that I will be offering, and you can still sign up on mteacademy.ca. That is the online academy that's created by myself and my partner in all things that are more than existing. And and so I have a new program coming out, and as does Lisa. And so you go to the academy and you can check that out. I'm also in Newfoundland. I'll be in Newfoundland in the middle of October, and I'll be in Corner Brook on the 15th. The 17th, I am in Gander. The 19th, I am in Grand Falls. And the 20th, I'm also in Grand Falls. So on those days, I will be available, but I'm also going to be in St. John's. I'm hoping for the 23rd, 24th. I was waiting to hear back, but I hadn't heard back. So I'm going to go check on that and get those dates up. But that's what I have for you right now. If you'd like to purchase any of my cards, my Oracle cards, go to my website. All the links are there for purchasing any of my products, any of the programs, classes that are coming up, and also the link over to Eventbrite to be able to purchase the tickets to any of my in-person events to come see me. And there's also an in-person event that's happening in Lacombe, Alberta, on the 21st of September. And those tickets are also available on Eventbrite. You can come check it out. Much love. Bye-bye.